Thrones fans. I am Mark.
I'm Anna.
And we are here today to continue on the journey. We are going to be watching episode 3 of season 1.
Yeah. I've been waiting forever. I was stuck at my Nana's house while my dad went to a music festival.
But you're back now, so.
Yes.
Now, we've had a lot of comments and we have a few questions we want to address prior to. Probably won't get to everybody, but just keep sending the comments and questions in the thing. We'll answer as many as we can. The first question, or actually comment, in the last video we were talking about Joffrey, and you had said he's the only prince. He is not the only prince because he has a little brother.
Oh.
His name is Tommen. That comment came from Okamino. Wanted to point that out because he thought Joffrey was the only prince, but he does have a little brother.
Oh.
Okay, and he was at the table when they were eating breakfast.
Oh.
There in Winterfell. The next comment I want to talk about is Timbot2002 wanted you to know that there are plenty of ships to get the Dothraki across the Narrow Sea. Problem is, the Dothraki are terrified of salt water. They think salt water is cursed. So they don't want to travel across. So somehow they're going to have to get them to talk into jumping on a boat to go over when it's time.
You can say magically they turned into fresh water.
Good, but I don't know if they'd like people lying to them. Brewer wants to ask a question, Anna. If you had a dire wolf, what would you name your dire wolf?
Ooh. Normally when I try to name something, I try to name it kind of like what it is. Like, when I was over at my Nana's, there was a carnival, a fair. So we went there and I won a little jaguar. So I named her Jade. So direwolf. Ooh, Diana. I like superheroes, so Diana.
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
There we go. That's a good answer. Colin Poole commented that it is early in the series. We've only went through 2 episodes, so he didn't have a question show specific to Game of Thrones. But he realized that you are probably a YouTube fan and know YouTube well. And he is wondering what your favorite type of YouTube channels may be when you're not catching up on Game of Thrones.
I don't know. I like Minecraft, but I also like theory videos or like that kind of stuff.
Okay. Anything else?
I have my different channels. Like, I have different types of channels. Like, I got my Minecraft channels, and then there's my My Little Pony channels because I like My Little Ponies. Men in their 20s watch My Little Pony.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's okay. I like unicorns, so.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
Oh, somebody had a comment on there, and I didn't write that down, but that in the books, there's an island where there may be unicorns in Game of Thrones.
Might be unicorns.
Then somebody also commented on it that they're more of a horned goat or something like that. I don't know, I have not read the books. Somebody was also commented that once we're done watching all the videos, you might want to read the books, because the books are supposed to be really good. I want to watch them once the whole series is over.
Yeah. I mean, normally the books are supposed to be better than the show or movie. Like, I watched Ella Enchanted before I even knew there was a book, and then I found the book, and I read it, and I totally thought it was better.
And then the last question, there's a comment in here, but it's a long one, so I'm going to read it off the computer. This is from DeFarsher. First question is, Anna, if you could change anything about how you record the shows, what would you change, if anything? For example, would you like to make notes and ask questions of Dad or maybe the viewers about the episode, as well as Dad asking questions? If there's anything, I mean, we're new into this, so you might.
Yeah. But like, if I have questions about like some more detail of what exactly happened.
Right. Well, and then I'm always here to answer them. So if you have questions, definitely ask them, because there's a lot going on in this show. Another question, you probably didn't know this. Seemed a little upset when poor lady was killed by Ned. Are you okay with it? Do you understand why Ned had to do it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's so unfair. Lady was perfect. She didn't even do it. It was me and Gru.
Right. You understand why Ned had to do it and not anyone
Yeah.
from King's Landing, though, because...
Yeah, it's an honorable thing to do.
Okay, and here's a second on that. Did you know the actress that plays Sansa, Sophie Turner, knowing that the wolf wouldn't appear in the show anymore, asked to adopt her, and the owners agreed, so now Lady lives with Sophie?
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. I did not know that until I saw that comment. Okay, and now the last one is, what do you think about the fact that Robert Baratheon, who's great friends with Ned, and Ned remembers certain of Robert's, say, acquaintances like Bessie, that type of thing back from during the rebellion, yet Robert knows nothing about the mother of his great friend's bastard son and is still surprised 17 years after the event that a man as honorable as Ned forgot his honor and cheated on his wife.
Yeah. Well, from what in that scene, he thought he was never coming back.
Right.
But like, he still shouldn't have cheated.
No, probably not. And that's the questions from everybody out there and some of the comments. So now it's time to start episode 3. And episode 3 is called Lord Snow.
This is King's Landing?
Yep, we're getting back to King's Landing.
Nobody deserves to die like that. You just stood there and watched. 500 men just stood there and watched. All the great knights of the Seven Kingdoms. You think if anyone said a word, lifted a finger? No, Lord Stark. 500 men, and this room was silent as a crypt. Except for the screams, of course. And the Mad King laughing. And later, when I watched the Mad King die, I remembered him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
40,000 gold dragons to the champion, 20,000 to the runner-up, 20,000 to the winning archer.
What's another 80,000?
Are you telling me the crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the crown is 6 million in debt.
How could you let this happen? Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing, and I don't want to be a lady.
You know the first thing about sword fighting?
Sticking with the pointy end.
That's the essence of it. But I won't lie to you either. We've come to a dangerous place. We can't fight a war amongst ourselves.
You should teach
I
her.
can keep it.
Try not to stab your sister with it.
If you're going to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
Oh, my sweet summer child, what do you know about fear? Fear is for the winter, when the snows fall 100 feet deep. Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the white walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept, and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks. So is this the sort of story that you like? In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
What are you telling him now?
Jump
Only
scares.
what the little lord wants to hear. I'd rather be dead.
Don't ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
Better to be alive and have broken legs than to be dead and
Well,
won't be dead.
he's never going to walk again. He's paralyzed.
Well, well, this is an historic day. Something you don't know that I do.
There's only one dagger like this in all of the Seven Kingdoms.
It's mine.
Yours?
At least it was, until the tournament on Prince Joffrey's last name day. I bet on Sir Jaime in the jousting, as any sane man would, when the Knight of the Flowers unseated him. I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister, the imp.
Perhaps you'd like to share it with your wife.
My wife is in Winterfell.
Is she?
You're a funny man. Huh? A very funny man.
Ned!
He owns a bunch of brothels.
Dogs. Quick tempers, slow minds.
I think they would look marvellous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll write my sister, the Queen, about it.
Threatening.
Don't let too much.
I think that's only what he is for.
They can write a ballad about us. The war for Cersei's coat.
Let me go. Let me go.
The boy won't talk. And if he does, I'll kill him. Him, Ned Stark, the king, the whole bloodline of them until you and I are the only people left in this world.
To get in here. Kingslayer! Get in here!
His name is Kingslayer.
Surrounded by
He was the one that killed the Mad King.
Every time I close my eyes.
Tell them all to stop.
You want the entire boat to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
You're learning to talk like a queen.
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
She looks very out of place. Just her blonde hair and then everyone else brunette.
Oh yeah. Well, she's Targaryen.
Yeah.
Targaryens all have the blonde hair.
Well, that's platinum.
Well,
Practically white.
You give commands to me. To me. You do not command the dragon. I am Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Rakaro asked if you want him dead, Khaleesi. No! Rakaro said you should take ear to teach respect.
Please, please don't hurt him. Tell him I don't want my brother harmed.
Khaleesi was Salome menem asida.
What? Kill these Dothraki dogs! I am your king!
Shall we return to the Carousel, Khaleesi?
You walk.
I'm ready. I won't let you down.
You're not going. You're no ranger, John.
But I'm better than every
Better
other.
than no one. Here, a man gets what he earns. When he earns it.
I think he's starting to like me.
If anyone's a jester,
Going
it's
below.
him.
Aye.
Yes, Hasava Veslufu.
She's pregnant?
yep.
I still hope those eggs will hatch. Baby dragon will be so cute. Don't wield the
That
sword.
is
Use the
the-
sword.
You are not holding a battle axe. You are holding.
A needle.
Ah. Just so. Now we will begin the dance. Remember, child, this is not the dance of the Westeros we are learning. The knight's dance. Hacking and hammering. This is the Bravos dance. The water dance. It is swift and sudden. Dead. Oh. Dead. Ha. Very dead. Ha.
Why isn't he smiling?
Some people say you might be having flashbacks to wars and everything, all the sword fighting and everything. Been a long time since he really had to do anything like that. He was smiling in the beginning of the scene.
Yeah. And then he starts to frown. I'm like, why is he frowning? His
So-
tomboy daughter is learning how to wield the sword.
He might want her to be a lady too, but he's just realizing that there's no way she's ever going to be a lady because of who she is.
She has like 5 brothers? 4. 4 brothers.
Let's see, there's Rickon, Bran,
2 younger and 2 older.
and Rob, and then John's half brother.
Still a brother.
Yep. So what do you think of this episode? A lot of plot development in this one. We're just
Yeah.
getting to King's Landing, a bunch of new characters. I gotta see if I can't remind you of all the possible names that'll be coming here. There's quite a few of them in here. I'll run through them. Okay, let me mute that so it don't get too loud. We can talk over it. Where's the mute button? There it is. Okay. So, well, we'll start right off. It opens up with them arriving in King's Landing. Riding in, and first thing that's said is Ned has to go to a small council meeting. Since he's the hand of the king, he's running the small council meeting, so.
And that's where they talk about the like tournament,
Yep,
which is way out of budget, and they're
Because
like
of-
6 million
6 million gold in debt
gold in debt. Yeah.
total. And this tournament's gonna cost him 80,000 gold. So they said
Yeah.
40,000 to the winner, 20 to the runner-up, and then 20 to the archer winner.
Yeah.
So they're talking about that. They also touched on, not in the council meeting, but on his way to the council meeting when he was walking by the Iron Throne, Jamie was in there. And they brought up, back in the Mad King's days, his name is Aerys Targaryen.
Yes, Ares. And when I heard that name, my instant reaction was like Ares, the god of war from Greek myth.
But what Jamie was talking, well, what he mentioned was talking about Ned's dad and brother coming to King's Landing and getting burned alive in that room 17 years prior, back around the Robert's Rebellion time. That's how they died. Continuing on, Ned and Arya. That was when he went into the room and Arya was playing with Needle.
Yeah.
And Ned had said something, well, if you're going to have a sword, you're going to have to learn how to use a sword.
Yes. Which
Yeah.
was why she was getting the sword lesson.
Yep, at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about Catelyn getting to King's Landing. To talk to Ned about the letter that she'd received from her sister, saying that the Lannisters were responsible. Also got into a little bit, the Peter Baelish was at the small council. He's Littlefinger. That's his nickname, is Littlefinger. Peter Baelish, the guy with the kind of mustache. where they went to the
Yeah.
brothel.
Mm.
We had some conversation. We went up at the wall. We had John sword fighting with the practice
And
swords.
winning. And then
And-
like the last bit, it was 2-on-1,
And he
and
still
he
won.
still won.
And what do you think? Do you think the other people were jealous of John because he was good?
Jealous and a little angry because one of them broke his nose.
Yep.
Yeah, he should have probably. I thought it would have been cleaned off, but there was still
Blood down his chin from the bloody nose. We had a little scene with Jamie and Cersei talking about because they got the letter from Winterfell saying Bran woke up, but he don't remember anything
which is good yet bad.
because if he remembers stuff, what's going to happen?
He would be killed. Like, trying to
Okay.
be killed.
Jamie doesn't seem as concerned as Cersei though.
Yeah. Like something triggers his memory.
We had an introduction with King Robert. He was in talking to his lead, King's Garden guy, Barristan Selmy. And there was also a little Lannister boy, a cousin of Jamie, in there. He's the cupbearer for King Robert.
Mm.
This kind of dorky little kid. We also went through a scene with Daenerys. They were out on they were hiking through the tall grass stuff, and she wanted to stop. Well, anyway, she stopped marching and everything and walked into it, and that's where her brother came in. Started yelling at her because he wants to be the one giving the orders. What happened there? You seem to like that scene.
Yeah, he kind of deserved it. It was coming to him. It really was. It's like it's called karma. Karma is a very, very important thing. Karma. Good things happen. If you do good things happen to you. If you do bad things happen to you. I mean, sometimes it doesn't go that way, but in TV shows it happens a lot.
All right. It's a good short discussion on
Yeah.
that. Let's see that scene with Yarn. He was a recruiter for the Wall. He was down there talking to Tyrion. They're drinking some wine, talking about where they get most of the recruits. Most of the recruits are people that are in jail and stuff,
Or need to get fed.
or need food, because of hard times, and that's when they go up to the Wall to take the black. Then Uncle Benjen came in. Oh, I forgot to write that down. There was a scene right before that where Uncle Benjen was talking to John up at the top of the Wall. And Uncle Benjen's gonna head out for a couple months north of the Wall.
And
John
that
wanted
time
John
he's
wanted to
very-
go,
Yeah.
but he said Uncle Benjen was like, no, you gotta earn that.
Yeah, and my small little theory of how plots begin, or how, John's gonna follow them and go, because that's normally what happens in shows, movies.
Okay,
And
so
even
we're only
books.
3 episodes in. You already have a prediction.
Yep. I have an imagination, and my imagination is good because I watch TV and read books.
Yep.
And that always happens no matter what kind of book, whether it's fiction or non-fiction.
Well, there's a lot of chance in this show to predict what might be happening.
Yeah.
But one good thing about this show is this is a very unpredictable show.
Yeah, but
You
some
will-
things are very predictable.
You will learn that.
Things are very predictable.
Okay, so
So
then
all
after
these
that
things-
conversation, that's when Uncle Mention came down. I don't think he likes Tyrion too much.
No.
I think it's just because Tyrion's a Lannister.
And judging by
And
the previous
Tyrion.
knowledge, Lannisters are not very trusted. I mean, yeah.
And Tyrion don't believe in the White Walkers and ghouls
Yeah.
and giants and
And
all that
that's-
stuff that's said to be north of the Wall. Oh, now we're cutting over to Daenerys again. That's when the one girl noticed she was changing a little bit. and she's pregnant. What do you think of that? Is that good? Is it bad?
I don't know. I mean, at first she was like scared, and now I think they actually like each other. But
Oh, they definitely seem to like each other a whole lot more. She's not scared of them. Yeah, the first episode was kind of a scary scene with that all going on.
yeah.
But they're learning each other and everything. So.
Yeah.
Things are a little different now, which is good.
Nowadays, you learn about the people and then you marry them. Not you marry them and then you learn about them.
Right. But that's the whole arranged marriage things and stuff like
I
that.
know it.
And it don't happen all the time, but a lot of times when it comes to kings and princes and stuff like that,
Lords and
joining
ladies.
houses, they're a lot of the times arranged.
Right,
So.
betrothals.
Oh, we had a short scene at the top of the wall with Tyrion and Jon.
Mhm.
Tyrion pissing off the edge of the wall.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to do that before he left.
Yeah. Except for when he said, the world. He
Right,
said
or-
the world.
yeah.
Like, there is no edge of the world. There's just world. The world is round. That's
Right.
how it works.
Okay, and then the end scene, we were introduced to Cyril Farrell.
Serial
He's
film.
from Bravos,
Bravo.
which is another city in this world.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, on which
but-
continent?
Bravos is on Essos,
Essos. Okay.
across the Narrow Sea. But he is one of the best swordsmen around. He is an expert. So that was good, and that got him to give Arya some lessons.
Mhm. Is
Other
it-
names I haven't mentioned yet, but we need to mention Grand Meister Pycelle.
Grandmaster
Remember who he
Pycelle,
was?
The beard.
Yep, the guy with the beard. We're also introduced to Renly Baratheon, Robert's little brother. He was at the small council meeting. We were also introduced at that meeting to Littlefinger, or Peter Baelish,
Peter.
but his nickname is Peter Baelish, or is Littlefinger. Oops.
I'm like, what?
Well, I think we can end that, and I had one question for you. Since we have 3 episodes now, I want to ask you, who are your top 3 characters, favorites, and who are your bottom, least favorite 3 characters?
Well, I'm
We'll
still
call
not
it top 3, bottom 3, after 3.
Yeah, but I'm still not very good with the names.
Okay.
Because names are not my... I remember the faces, but not the names.
They'll come, trust me.
Yeah.
They'll probably come quicker for you with these discussions about them also compared to a lot of other people that just have watched it.
Yeah.
So 3 favorite characters.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 favorites. The one girl on Arrows, the platinum blonde.
Daenerys.
Daenerys. I know it started with a D.
Okay, so Daenerys Targaryen is number 1,
Daenerys. Well, I normally bring.
or is that number 3?
I don't.
Or haven't
I
decided
make-
yet?
I
Well,
make-
just give me your top
yeah.
3. They don't have to be in order.
Tom girl. I know it. I'm thinking.
Make you remember this one. Tom Girl.
Well, I'm a Tom girl. Tomboy. She's a tomboy.
Okay. Arya.
Arya. I was thinking.
Arya is
Arya.
how it's pronounced.
I thought it was that, but then I thought it was the girly girl, the princessy.
Sansa?
Sansa.
Yep. She's not in your top 3 though.
No.
Okay. We
She's
need
somewhere
one more
between.
one more in the top 3.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now for the bottom 3.
Bottom
Least
3.
favorite, the ones you don't like.
The queen.
The Queen,
Because yeah.
her name is, do a quiz on the spot, Cersei.
Cersei. Queen Cersei. Daenerys' brother,
Viserys.
Viserys.
Viserys, yeah, he's kind of a
Let's see.
I know you're forgetting about one.
Hmm?
Everybody watching right now knows somebody. Free.
Joffrey?
Is he in your bottom three? I know
Yes,
last
Prince.
episode you said you hated him.
Yeah, he is definitely.
Is he
yeah,
in the bottom?
I
Okay.
totally forgot about him. He wasn't in this episode.
He was only for a short bit, but that was
Yeah.
only when Cersei was wrapping up his arm from the
Yeah.
direwolf fight.
Which he
So,
totally
yeah.
deserved.
That, and it has been a week since
Yeah.
we saw episode 2, so.
Yeah. And he was more in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was thinking.
So not bad. Daenerys, Arya, and Jon Snow are your favorites. Queen Cersei, Viserys, and Joffrey are your least
Yeah.
favorite.
Especially since Queen Cersei ordered to kill Lady. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she did nothing.
But I liked one comment about how Sophie Turner now owns Lady.
Yeah.
So that's great.
That's nice.
Well, anyway, we'll get this thing up and uploaded here in the next day or so.
Mm-hmm.
And should be sometime this weekend. We will probably film us episode 4.
Yeah. Cripples.
Bastards and Broken Things is episode 4.
I'm thinking it's something about the wall. More about the wall. And when Jon Snow follows the people out
Going
of the
out
wall.
north of the wall. Okay. Well, like
That's
I said,
my
that's
theory.
you got a theory going on. We
Pretty-
want to hear theories as they
I
come.
am
So,
pretty positive he's gonna follow them.
all right.
Pretty positive.
Till next time. Hope everybody enjoyed it.